Join Jason and Devin McCourty for the second annual Tackle Sickle Cell Casino Night taking place at Brother Jimmy's in New Brunswick, New Jersey on February 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. To purchase tickets or for more information, visit TackleSickleCell.org. And now joining us on the hotline is a Super Bowl champion from your New England Patriots, number 32, the free safety, Devin McCourty. D-Mac, it's Zach Gelb here in Philly. Thanks for a few minutes. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, man. You hit the intro perfect, man. Describes casino night to a T.
It's definitely going to be a great night, and I got a chance to talk to your brother a few years ago, the first time you got to the Super Bowl, and he was telling me a little bit about the work that you do, and it seems like it's some great stuff for a great cause and has a family personal connection for you guys.
Yes, hazard disease, and, that's really where the initiative started, to get out there and try to raise awareness and raise money for the sickle cell disease, and it's been a great ride so far. We've been able to raise a lot of money, meet a bunch of families, and really try to be a factor in their life. So it's been a great experience and a true blessing.
And it's in a fantastic venue. I'm sure it's going to be fun as you guys are close going to school at Rutgers. So it's going to be a good location in New Brunswick, New Jersey. We'll continue to talk a little bit more about it through the course of the interview. But I was telling you off the air that I'm a big-time Patriots fan, and my whole audience knows that. And I'm actually wearing the Super Bowl champion shirt right now. And when you guys won that Super Bowl on that final drive where Malcolm Butler made the interception, I was screaming like I was a 10-year-old girl. I started chest bumping my cousin. People were flying all over the room. For you as a player, and congratulations once again, take me through the emotions once when Kearse makes that miraculous catch and everyone's thinking it's deja vu of David Tyree and Mario Manningham again until Malcolm Butler makes that interception. Just take me through the emotions as a player who won the Super Bowl.
I mean, it was crazy. For me, not being a part of the David Tyree catch and really that year hoping that the Patriots lost, being in Jersey, not a Giants fan, was hoping they was winning the Super Bowl. So the first thing I really thought of was a Mario Manningham catch in the 2011-2012 Super Bowl, where he just had a crazy catch on the sideline, and Kearse goes up and makes that catch, and I'm running to the play, and I'm like, no way. He caught that, and, I thought he caught it at first, and then seeing on the instant replay, it was like, what did we do to deserve someone making a catch like this again? And then that last play, not knowing it was going to be the last play, we subbed everybody out except for the three corners and brought in our big personnel, our goal line group. So when I'm trying to realize Malcolm intercepted the ball, just no cares in the world, I ran full speed on the field and jumped on Malcolm. And, a bunch of people did the excitement and the rush, to realize we finally did it. When we talked about all the way back at the beginning of the year, it was a feeling you can't really describe. And I was feeling at that time, we really didn't know what we were doing. We were just like you, running around, screaming, going crazy.
Well, I definitely got to send you the video after this interview because my sister was able to capture all the chaos that was going on in my house. I know that Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia, and you even just said it, you guys were expecting them to pass, and there's when you look at the sound of it, they put in three corners on the play, Malcolm Butler being one of them. You hear the famous audio, Malcolm go. Now taking a look back at this, you have Marshawn Lynch, who's one of the most physical backs, if not the best back in the league. You have a half yard to win the Super Bowl. Do you ever just pinch yourself and say, I can't believe they actually threw the thing?
It's crazy because, coaching, so much goes into it. And, I think, once they saw all our heavy people running on the field, I don't think it was a thought that Marshawn Lynch couldn't score. But I thought it was, a scenario where they said, you know what, it's only second down. Let's see if we can catch them really in an all-out blitz. And try to pick for one of the receivers and get an easy touchdown catch. And, it just didn't turn out that way. I thought they felt, the worst that could happen was an incomplete pass. And I think they would have just ran it on third and fourth down. But, Malcolm made a great play. And, that's the hard thing about coaching. You make a call. If it doesn't go well, you made the worst call in NFL history. If it goes well, you're the guttiest play caller ever to win a Super Bowl. So, in my time in New England, I've seen both sides of it. Coach Belichick, he doesn't hold back. He makes a decision and he goes. And I think that's what makes him great. And I really commend Pete Carroll on going out there and trying to make a call. And honestly, I'm happy we got the interception, though.
No doubt about that. I was happy as well. As we're talking to Devin McCourty, he's having a Sickle night at the casino night at Brother Jimmy's in New Brunswick on February 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. To purchase tickets or for more information, visit tacklesicklesell.org. Belichick is always finding guys that were either undrafted or late-round draft picks, and he finds a way to make them into heroes, even going back to when they won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years and up until now. Malcolm Butler now is one of those New England Patriot heroes. You get a chance to work with him every day. Tell my audience a little bit more about Malcolm Butler and the guy he is both on and off the field.
He's a guy that I think he came in, undrafted, but I don't think there was ever a doubt in his mind that he can make the team. But, from the day he stepped in, I don't think he worried about making the team. He just worried about making plays. And, I think everyone has said it so far to the Super Bowl. We nicknamed him, after the first week of OTAs, and it wasn't because we liked him, he was a good kid. It was because he was making plays, It didn't matter who he went against, one-on-ones, the starters, other rookies. He was just out there making plays. And to me, every opportunity he got throughout the season, he did the same thing. He made plays in every game he played in. He played a huge role against Denver early in the season, coming out there on certain plays and matching up against Emmanuel Sanders. And he's a fearless guy, a fearless competitor. And, really, I was proud of him. I was happy he got a chance to go out there and prove it, and then proud he went out there and, not just a game-winning play, but he made plays all throughout the game in that second half when we called on him to step up.
And it's a culture of this Patriots team this year when it comes time to the fourth quarter. And I know Bill always says 60 minutes, but really these Patriot teams didn't allow too many points this year in the fourth quarter. You guys are down 24-14 after that third quarter concluded. What adjustments did you make in that fourth quarter that got you guys to pitch that shutout in the fourth quarter? And Rob Ninkovich, it also helped as he came up with the big sack. So take me through the adjustments you guys made from the end of the third quarter to the start of the fourth.
I think it was, I want to say, after the touchdown that Baldwin got, Coach Belichick came on the sideline, and he really gave us a similar speech that he gave us against Baltimore after Forsett had a wide open walk-in touchdown. He came over and he told us, he said, there's nothing that they're doing, and it's not that we're playing bad. We just need to do our job. He got on us about not trying to make a play or do something special, but just all 11 guys in the field, just do your job and see what happens. And I think that calmed us down a little bit. I thought early in the game we came out full tilt, running around, guys doing their job, and I thought, we started to press a little bit in the third quarter, trying to make plays. And, when he said that, I thought that calmed everyone down, and, it got us back to where we started with, just doing our job and doing the right techniques and covering the right guys, and it gave us a chance to play better football in the fourth quarter.
In the offseason, I was curious to see what this defense was going to look like because obviously it was a very compelling situation and a defense that looked to be very promising, especially when you're bringing guys like a Brandon Browner and, of course, a Hall of Fame player in a Darrelle Revis. What you learn about from number 24 this year? What did you really learn from Darrelle Revis?
Really nothing new. That was surprising. The guy's a hard worker. One thing I think that maybe people know, but they don't. He doesn't like attention. Like he doesn't crave the extra attention. That some of these other guys had a really good corner. He just wants to play football, and this year he just wants to win. And I talked to him. He said that was the reason why he came to New England was to win. And I thought he had a championship attitude all year. How he approached the game, how he approached being a teammate and getting better with the team. It was definitely a treat having him on the team, and he's just a hard worker. He loves playing football, and he was all about the team. So I think sometimes people see him get big contracts and they think all he cares about is money, but he came to New England to win, and that shows.
You guys really enhanced that secondary in the offseason. I also mentioned Browner. Browner reminds me a lot of the player like a Rodney Harrison. After the Pats won a Super Bowl, they bring in Rodney Harrison, and he just makes that secondary a lot more physical. When Browner started to get healthy, because he missed the first 4 games of the season, then was injured for the other 2, how did the mentality of this secondary just change? Because really in the middle of that schedule, your defense started to play a lot of physical football.
I thought he just was an added. He added to the physicalness of the team, his mentality. But like I always say, when you got a group of guys that like playing with each other and love it and enjoy being out there competing, he's one of the links. And when he's out there, it's like our chain is complete. So when he was out there, that's what he brings. He brings the physical nature. He's always excited, always amped up, ready to play. And I think that allows your defense to play as one. We had a group out there that when we was complete and we were all healthy, we loved being around each other, and different guys had to step up at certain times of the season. But to me, that's just a whole group thing, and he was a big piece of that 11 guys that was out there performing.
Devin McCourty is our guest. Zach Gelb here with you, WHIP Radio in Philadelphia. Join Jason and Devin McCourty for their second annual Tackle Sickle Cell Casino Night, taking place at Brother Jimmy's in New Brunswick, New Jersey on February 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. will be an awesome event. And to purchase tickets or for more information, visit TackleSickleCell.org. We'll talk more about the great casino night in a few minutes. But now you're a free agent. You're going to be a free agent in a few weeks. Obviously, you're going to be a hot commodity once the market opens. I know the fans here in Philadelphia would love to see as they're trying to patch up that secondary. But for you, you were drafted out of Rutgers by the New England Patriots. How important is it for you personally to stay in New England?
I want to stay, but I also realize it's a business. A lot goes into the free agency and what teams want to do going forward into the future. So, it's hard, I think, as a player to just say, you only want to play at one place and you want to play where you want it. You want to play where everything works out well for not just me, but also my family. So I'm excited. I think it's a great time in my career coming off, 2 years of playing safety solely and going out there having 2 good years. And, this year coming into the season, everyone wants to ask me about free agency, contract extension, and all of that. And my focus was just playing good football. And I know if you play good football throughout the season, you give yourself a chance to go to maybe another team or your team that really wants you back. So I'm excited to see what these next few weeks bring and how everything plays out. But I'm also calm and knowing however it works out, I'll be happy with it.
We're going to play a little game before we talk about the charity. I'm going to give you a few names of people you either played with or played against or were a coach of yours, and I want you to give me the first few thoughts that come to your mind. So we'll start you off with Tom Brady. When you hear the name Tom Brady, what's the first few things that come to your mind?
Down to earth, humble, and one of the most competitive guys I've ever met.
One of the biggest and most physical football players, but one of the sweetest guys I've ever met, Vince Wilfork.
Vince is like the giant teddy bear off the field and the big angry guy on the field. You don't want to mess with him on the field.
No doubt about that. It was so funny seeing him on Media Day. Gerard Mayo, who is one of the leaders of that Patriot defense, and it was unfortunate to see him get hurt. His daughter was interviewing all the players, and big Vince Wilfork picks her up. She's a little girl, and he starts giving her a kiss. He's such a friendly giant, right?
Yeah, he's one of the nicest guys. I know I'm very fortunate. I built a pretty good relationship with him off the field and all the charity work he does. I mean, right after the AFC Championship game, he pulled a lady out of her car that had turned over, probably 5 to 7 miles down the road from the stadium. So that's just the type of guy he is.
Wow, incredible. Okay, so I'll give you another one. Your college football coach, Greg Schiano.
Tough, disciplined, the craze winning.
Your defensive coordinator, the man that has the pencil always in his ears and the hoodie on, Matt Patricia.
Genius. Not just football, but very smart guy off the field, and also a true fighting mentality. He's always into us about fighting, and he compares everything to a war or some type of fight. So say genius and a fighter.
How about Rob Gronkowski?
The Gronk, I would say, beast and half man, have some other species not found yet by humans.
And I'll give you one final one before we talk about the charity. Bill Belichick, the hoodie.
I would say champion and misunderstood. A lot different from what people see.
So let's talk about the charity. One thing that I'm just so impressed with, and I got a chance to meet your brother a few years ago, is you guys just come from such a great family, and it starts with your mom, who always, I see you guys always on Twitter talking back and forth and all that stuff, and it's absolutely great. Just how important for you personally is it to just give back to this cause? I know it affected your family personally, as we were talking about earlier on in the interview.
Oh, that's great. I mean, my mom really, I would say, spoke into our lives and always told us, you know, you want to do something like play in the NFL, you want to be these great athletes, but understand there's more that comes with that. You know, you have the opportunity to really make a difference, and I think that's why we have so much fun, whether it be a football camp, basketball camp, or, you know, with this Tackle Sickle Cell Foundation, because we're able to really affect people's lives. I tell people all the time, playing football is great. It's a true blessing, but that talent, you know, that wasn't really anything that anyone in the NFL had to do to get. You know, that was God-given ability, and you put that along with your hard work. It gave us all the opportunity to play football, but, you know, giving back, I think, speaks truly of your character and who you are as a man and as a person.
So I encourage people to log on to TackleSickleCell.org and go on out there and purchase some tickets, donate some money to a great cause as the McCourtys are trying to fight an awful disease. If people come to the event, what can they expect? I'm sure it's going to be a fun night with the McCourty brothers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is the second time in Jersey. I did it up in Boston in October. If you want to come and have a great time, you get to gamble. There'll be a little drinking going on. It'll be a bunch of NFL players, former NFL players that are going to come from the area, mostly former Rutgers players that played in the NFL. And you just have a good time. You know, we don't pressure you to do anything. You come and you play your favorite gambling games. I know last year my girlfriend had a great time. I couldn't get her off the table spending all the chips that I had. So if you just want to have a great time and relax and do it for a great cause, you should come out and enjoy yourself. There'll be some people that are directly affected from the foundation who receive help. And I know last year we had a kid named Savon, and his mom told their story to all the people there. And it was great just to see how they inspired other people and to see how the help that the charity is doing, how much it benefits them.
Well, you hear a lot of bad stories in the NFL these days, a lot of off-the-field problems, and you and your brother have absolutely done a sensational job. But I'm going to ask you the hardest question that I may have ever asked you in my life, only being able to talk to you for these past 20 minutes or so. Last time I met your brother, he looked at me and he said, out of the McCourtys, I am the best McCourty. Do you agree with that, or is Devin McCourty the best McCourty?
All I would say is I'm a Super Bowl champion. He's not. We can look at the stats and all that, and I'll win on that too, but the simple fact is I'll have a ring and he won't. So, I mean, I think that's an easy answer right there.
That's right, brother. And real quickly before we let you run, would you and your brother ever want to play together? I'm sure it would make it easier for your mom when it comes traveling. But would you guys ever want to be on the same team? Could you survive together on the same team?
Yeah, I think it would be awesome. He's actually recruiting me pretty hard. He hopes I hit the market. He wants me out in Tennessee. He's doing his best to try to recruit me to go down there.
Well, once again, you could join Jason and Devin McCourty for their second annual Tackle Sickle Cell Casino Night taking place at Brother Jimmy's in New Brunswick, New Jersey on February 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. Once again, it's all through the Lunar Sports Group, Embrace the Kids Foundation, Brother Jimmy's Barbecue, and the McCourty twins. You can purchase more tickets, or for more information, visit TackleSickleCell.org. Devin, it was a pleasure to talk to you today. Congratulations. We appreciate the time, and best of luck on February 21st.
Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate you having me on there and giving me some of your time today.